Okay guys, Ferdinand and now today here, and I've got a fast broadcast or a replay if you want to call it that way of my aircraft carrier Midway, and hopefully I will be able to teach you some basics recording aircraft carriers, not just the US but also the Japanese at the same time, as it's quite the same, just some differences with the angles of the pillars, how they come in, and the size of the dive bombers. So the thing I'm always doing is first going towards the border as I'm a tier 10 aircraft carrier, and lately more CVs are sort of sniping each other. As it's been a replay, you can't really see the minimap too much, and I've taken control of all the bombers, so I can fly around. I can show you what's going on. I'll tell you this as well straight away for the new players. If you have launched your bombers or fighters, doesn't really matter, and you want to press Alt, I'll show you the indicator of your torpedo or fighter and so on what you've selected. And this is just telling you where the torpedoes are going to, which is quite basic. Same time, it will show you a circle, which I always call the point of no return, which tells you you need to have given a command before you enter the circle, otherwise it will make a 360 turn, resulting into longer time to drop on the enemy, and you don't want that to happen at all. So first of all, I launch my torpedo bombers. They're forming up always near each other, and then I get ready to attack someone. You see they're coming in. So torpedo bombers first for me, then I launch a fighter and dive bombers most times, but this time I made a different tactic on that. You see them forming up, and we're straight away going forward, trying to find a good opportunity to destroy someone. Dive bombs are following, and the fighter is staying nearby for the moment, as we see bombs incoming. And here we go, we got a Yamato and a Turpets incoming. No cruisers yet. That's one, a sail. You kind of want to avoid cruisers as they got a ability to make your torpedo bombers or dive bombs spread very big. You don't want to do that. As you can see in the replay, I'm moving my mouse the whole time, my bombers are changing the whole time. And this is the drop I went for. The Yamato is turning in and slowing down, which is quite basic to do. However, we've got 9 torpedo hits, which is not too bad for me. 53k damage, so that's good. And then the next thing is what a lot of people really don't do in aircraft carrier. I wait for the ship to use its repair, then I come in with dive bombers. As you can see, got them set up already, it's dropping, and here we go. Got 3 fires and more damage again, 13k damage and just dive bombers. That's awesome, good amount of damage. And the 3 fires, that's gonna damage the battleship a lot. So if you play aircraft carriers, make sure to attack at different times to get the max amount of damage out of your drops. So not just dropping all your bombers at the same time, that's just bad. As you can see, the mighty Yamato was 97k HP. Now it's like 16k and lowering very quickly. The torpedo bombers have returned to the aircraft carrier already, and I'm starting to move as I see nobody's attacking me. We're playing with a AFK Shukaku in our team, so it's a 2 aircraft carrier battle on each team. So far we're doing it without him, and it's going quite alright. And there's a nice show close up for the Midway. I always like doing this. And this might just be me, but I always launch the torpedo bombers first, even when there's a dive bomber waiting, like this squadron. It's waiting to land and resupply, but torpedoes are always my priority to launch, as they will cause the most amount of damage. And like always, you see both squadrons going to the same spot to warm up. And scoring 5's landing back. Of course, when you don't know the game, if you don't know much of the CVs, you press the alt button, you see the indicator as well. You gotta keep in mind there is a timer for your torpedoes to be activated, so you can't drop your torpedoes 1 centimeter or 1 meter, whatever, away from a enemy target or your teammates, whatever. That doesn't matter really, but there's an activation timer. So most times you gotta have like sort of the length of a ship, or 3/4 of a ship in length. You kind of want to have that for distance and dropping it, to give you a rough estimate. In a while you can do better, but even I make a lot of mistakes while I'm dropping, so that's no big problem. Mistakes are good, you learn from it. I'm trying to fight a catapult fighter this time, which can make my spread bigger, and I don't want that to happen. Here we go. The planes are incoming. You see me changing it. He's reversing, and the catapult fighter decided to attack after all. Only the annoying thing is he's reversed, going forward faster than I thought, resulting only in 6 torpedo hits out of 12. So that's telling us that we need to use our dive bombers to burn him off. And the enemy Midway, the tier 10, he's got 2 fighters. Well, I've only got 1, so there's a big downside on my side. And of course, an additional aircraft carrier, and we've got an AFK. But it doesn't matter, we'll try to do our best.
Group 6, we're under attack.
As you can see, I switched my target. I should have gone for the North Carolina, but he's got 2 teammates there, resulting in me to lose more airplanes, so I'm switching to a lone Warships, which we're dropping now. 4 hits, 1 fire, that's okay. And a lot of fighters there. The fighter squadron is incoming, but it doesn't matter too much. I don't mind if they attack me. I've got a huge amount of stack of airplanes remaining, so if they use their ammunition more and more, it makes me happy. Here they are. I'm sending my dive bomber away further than they originally were. And you can see the Midway is out of ammunition, and the Lexington is actually out of ammunition too, or they're just falling back. But my experience kind of said they're out of ammunition, so that's good. Which gives me more than a minute to play with their teammates. Also, you gotta be careful with mountains and stuff like that. If you tell your airplanes to drop near a mountain, like that Lexington did, he only saw 2 of his torpedoes coming out. He probably dropped it between the mountain and the water, obviously. So the torpedoes, they sort of got dropped into the mountain, and yeah, we know that torpedoes don't go through mountains themselves, so that's kind of a waste. So keep an eye on that, on your environment, islands, other enemies. If they're too close, the torpedoes won't activate again, or they just don't appear. And this is pretty much what it looks like when a fighters engage your torpedo bomber. The spread is way bigger, but it doesn't matter too much as long as we get damage, which we didn't really. We only got 1 hit, well, we got 3 hits, but only 1 that did damage. So that's the activation timer, as you can see. On a Hatsuharu Tier 7 destroyer. You can see I'm getting ready to drop on him, keeping an eye on what he's doing. He's turning. and 2 bombs. And that's pretty much the best thing, I think, on the US active carriers. I played it Japanese as well, but I still liked Americans way more, thanks to that nice torpedo spread. We've got jets killing those empty fighters, the Lexington. Not really sure why I kept on engaged in that, probably wanted to get rid of them, but Lexington's got a alright amount of fighters, so wasn't that smart of me. And we ran out of ammunition. Fighters, they got very little ammunition, they can maybe kill a squadron or 2, depending what kind of tier you're fighting and what faction is as well. Fight against fight on the tier 10, I'm not gonna kill it and I will run out of ammunition. Here we go with dive bombers. You see one dive bomber is sitting on the top and one is going in. 3 or 4 fire. So we're trying to do damage and fire at the same time. Or mainly fire. However, we didn't get any fires. We got 9k damage though. So the next squadron is incoming already.
Group 6 taking fire.
Let's see, we got 2 fires, 3 hits, and he's burning. However, he just repaired, so no fire unfortunately.
Group 6 returning.
Okay, here we go. Torpedoes against torpedoes, and I'm incoming. Back to the original view. You see I made a decision and then it tried to make a turn because the point of no return. And the torpedoes getting himself stuck. I had to drop quickly as those fighters were coming in, so sometimes you need to make a quick decision on drop or not. We got 3 torpedo hits and he's actually flooding, which is very nice. And then we switch to a new squadron. By the way, if you want to look at your airplanes, you also just press shift and it'll give you from this view from the top to the airplanes. We've received Wifner, that's quite good. The torpedoes is still flooding. Let's take a look at him. He's also being torpedoed by the enemy torpedoes, but it just expired unfortunately. 300, and he died to me by flooding, that's great. Okay, now we've got a North Carolina. Again, big spread thanks to the fighters unfortunately. And we're going to get 2 hits. He nearly died. Nearly. So that means we need to use dive bombers once again. I would also advise to use some mods like the one I'm using for the minimap. It will show you the latest known position of a enemy ship. It will show the name of the ship, your teammate and enemy at the same time. And those are really nice things, especially for an aircraft carrier or exactly just everything in the game. So if you're interested in that, I will give you a link in the video. That will help you out more, hopefully. And there we go, we've got two bomb hits and North Carolina just blew up. At the moment we're winning. And as you can see in the mini-map, the Shokaku is still AFK. But we're doing fine at the moment. And you see those dive bombs are nearly dead, but I think he ran out of ammunition, but I'm sending them towards the enemy. Hopefully they just get destroyed and we're gonna spot a bit more. Okay, we're going in with a new Vito.
Group 4, taking fire.
Got a fire incoming again. So we're trying to drop ASAP to prevent that big spread, and here we go. Nothing, and we're gonna get 5 hits. 35k damage, 3 floodings, that's great. And the next set of torpedoes are incoming too. Two CVs are next to the border. They're all trying just to run away. We're hitting 3-minute timer now. And we need quite a bit more points until the game's over. We're going to finish off the turrets, which is just asking for it with his broadside. You see the time, you see the distance between it, right? So it's a quite good drop. A lot of hits can happen. We would have had 6 hits, but 5 was more than enough. But that's kind of the distance you need to keep for the torpedoes to be activated. So keep an eye on that, and you will do great. And like I said, mistakes are fine. I keep making mistakes and I'll learn from it. Here's what I did something, yeah, kind of stupid. I was sending my empty fighter as a bait for them kind of to attack. You know, so even kill it, make it easier for me to resupply.
Group 2, taking fire.
And the Lexington has fallen for it, luckily. He's making circles while being blown up. Here goes the Lexington engage in my new set of dive bombers. And this is just the whole downside as well. It takes time to fly there, and they've got a huge superiority in fighters, and they're all attacking it. But the upside is they might run out of ammunition, which is I'm always hoping for. You can see they're getting wrecked quite fast. Oh, we killed one. Nice. Okay. 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. Whee. Okay. More torpedoes incoming, and then we see the fighters again. Turbot spotted. 30 seconds remaining, so we just gotta try it quickly. Perhaps we can hit them or not. The torpedo bomb is actually the same speed as those fighters, as I'm at tier 10 and those are tier 8s. I'm turning into the right angle. You see me change in the torpedo drop. Here we go. 8 seconds. Can we make it? Yes, we can. So if the other bomber hadn't died, I would have killed him myself, but a teammate finished him off. So that's quite good. And that was the recording pretty much. Okay, so this is the personal score of the Midway battle. As you can see, we had 37 torpedo hits, 4 kills, and some other stuff, which is very nice if you ask me. For a battle like that, we had 2 aircraft carriers against 1, as our teammate was AFK. That happens sometimes, but not too much, luckily. And I really hope that people that are watching this will pick up and play an aircraft carrier, because it's a lot of fun. It's just a bit annoying if you don't know what to do. I had it myself when I started. I was terrible at it. I kept playing. Making mistakes is a good thing, so don't be too afraid to make mistakes. And as you can see, we just caused a huge amount of damage in the tier 10 civvy, even a tier 8, tier 9 and so on. You can do quite good damage with it. So hopefully you've all enjoyed it, and see you hopefully next time as well. Take care. Bye bye.